Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi Kiddies. In this video, I will be showing you how to make a button-down shirt and short for a little boy. In the process of making this, I will be sharing with you the measurements required, how to draft the pattern, cutting of fabrics and putting the pieces together to make a beautiful shirt and shorts. Kindly take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, so that you won't miss any of my subsequent videos. Now let's grab our drafting tools and get to work. The measurement required in making the upper part of this outfit, which is the shirt, are the back, the chest, hem opening, the shirt length, the neck circumference, the sleeve length, the sleeve opening, armhole, the yoke length, the collar measurements, and the pocket measurements. And in this tutorial, I will be making use of the following measurements: back 14 inches, chest 31, the hem opening 32, shirt length 21, neck circumference 13.5, sleeve length 8 inches, sleeve opening 11.5, armhole 14 inches, the yoke length 4 inches, the standing collar 0.75, the shirt collar 1.75, my hem allowance will be 0.75, and the opening of the shirt will be 32 inches. This measurement will work for a little boy between 7 to 8 years. Now, if you would love me to make a video on how to take all these measurements, kindly go to the comment section and write measurements. And trust me, I'm going to make a well-detailed tutorial on that. Here I have my pattern paper laid on the table, as you can see, and I will start by drafting the front panel of the shirt. Here is my starting point line. Then from the edges of my pattern paper to this line is my placket allowance, which I use 3 inches. And this part is going to be the second front line. So which means all my horizontal measurements will start from this point. Then from the starting point to this point is the shirt length. When I was taking the shirt length measurement, I subtracted 1 inch from the length. So which means the front will be shorter by 1 inch. So I placed the 1 inch point on my starting point, then measured out the length of my shirt, so which is 21 inches, and I added 1 inch as my hem allowance. So that is why I'm having 22 inches. So the 1 inch I subtracted from the front will be added to the back. So having done this, so the first step is to insert the neck width. And the neck width measurement I will be using in this tutorial will be 1.5 inches because we are making this for a little boy. So 1.5 inches for the width, and for the front depth I will be using 1 inch, like so. Then I will insert half of the back measurement. The back measurement is 14, so which means half of 14 will be 7 inches. Then from the half of the back measurement, I will take 1 inch downward in order to slant the shoulder, so which is here. Then I will connect the 1 inch point to the neck width point, like so. So with this, I have the shoulder line drawn out. So this is going to be the shoulder line. So having done this, I will have to construct my neckline. I have the neck width here and I have the neck depth of 1 inch. Then I will square this out, making sure I have a perfect straight line. Then I will construct the neckline. After constructing this neckline, I will take the measurement I have on the neckline, then I will compare it with the back. I will add the measurements together, then confirm if I have up to the neck circumference measurement. So the measurement I will be having on the neckline must be equal to the neck circumference measurement of the boy. But when we get to the point, I will explain better. So I will leave this, then insert the chest measurements. So how can you get the chest measurements? The chest measurement is half of the armhole. So the armhole measurement I'm using is 14. Half of that will be 7 inches. So these measurements will be taken from the starting point downward. I'm taking my measurement from the 1 inch point on my measuring tape, not from the tip of my measuring tape. So that is why I'm marking 8 inches. So but this is 7 inches. So don't forget, you are taking this measurement from the starting point line, and I will make it a straight line. Okay, so the next step is to insert the back measurement I have on the starting point line. I will just transfer what I have here on the armhole line, so which is 7 inches. Then I will connect this point together with the back point I have on the starting point, then make it a straight line. So this line is the armhole line. The armhole line. This line is the chest line, while this line is the shoulder line. Having done this, the next step is to construct the armhole. In constructing the armhole, I will be getting the midpoint of what I have from the shoulder line point, which is the 1 inch I took downward to the chest level. I will take the measurement and mark out the midpoint. Okay, then I will extend that point inward towards the center front. So you can see what I have. Then I will come in by half of an inch. So I have this point. Then I'll come to the chest level and insert quarter of the chest circumference measurement. The chest circumference measurement I'm working with is 31 inches. I will divide 31 by 4, which gives me 7.75. Then on the chest line, I will insert 7.75. Then I have it here. Then I will confirm what I have from the armhole point to the chest measurement I just inserted. I will make sure I have up to 1 inch, so that the armhole area will not be too tight for the boy. If it is not up to 1 inch, I will just make it 1 inch. So you can see what I have there. So I will cross this out. So after inserting quarter of the chest measurements, if you don't have up to 1 inch, not from the measurement you inserted, but from the armhole line, this point, so you will make sure you have up to 1 inch for a boy between 7 to 8 years. So now I can proceed in drafting out the armhole curve. In drafting the armhole curve, I will be connecting this point number 1, the half of an inch point I have here, point number 2, and the 1 inch point I took downward here will be my third point. So I will use my armhole curve ruler and make sure the 3 points connect properly. So once I have them connected like so, then I can construct my armhole. Then I have this. So now to the hemline of the shirt pattern, I will insert what I have on the chest level. So what I have here in total is 8 inches. So which means you might not need to take the measurement of the shirt opening. It's not necessary. So I will just come here and insert exact 8 inches here. Then with my straight ruler, I will connect this downward. Then I have the front shirt pattern like so. What I have left to do is to add my seam allowance. I will add half of an inch here. I will add on the shoulder line. I will have on the armhole, and I will add 0.75 by the side. But before doing that, I will take the measurement I have on the neckline area and I will note it down. So guys, I have the neckline area measured and I've added my seam allowances. As you can see, I added half of an inch on the shoulder line, half of an inch on the armhole, and 0.75 by the side. I have my hem allowance added already to the length of the shirt, so there's no need of adding extra inches. Also, when you are taking the armhole depth measurements, make sure you remember to subtract 1 inch, which I subtracted from the length of the shirt. So if you can recall, when I was taking the length of the shirt, I told you I subtracted 1 inch, which will be added back to the back panel. So the same thing has to be done on the chest level. So when you are taking the measurements, make sure you subtract 1 inch. So for the neckline area, I've not added any seam allowance because I might need to work on the neckline after drafting the back. I will take the measurement of the back neckline, I will add the two together, then compare it with the neck circumference measurements of the wearer. If there will be need to subtract or add to it, I will be doing that later. So now I will be cutting out my pattern, but before cutting out, I will fold in the placket allowance like so.